Hey y'all, it's been a while. Thank you for joining in. I appreciate it. Please help me meet my first goal on YouTube, 1,000 subscribers. It doesn't cost you anything. Please smash that subscribe button and let's get my views up, up, up. I appreciate any comments and thumbs up are always good. This video, I really enjoyed it. It's sweet and simple and pretty fast. It's not that long, so please watch to the end. But it's three DIYs. It's a twist on thrifted items, making outdoor lighting projects, and you will love these for your patio, under your carport area, out by the trees, wherever in your backyard where you entertain. You will love these, and your guests will too. So stay tuned. Appreciate it.
All right, guys, for this first project, I got this wagon wheel. I'm going to call it a wagon wheel. I'm not sure what its purpose was originally, but we're going to call it that from the Goodwill store. And this sunny yellow paint, I had it on hand. I got 3 packs of these hangers for pots from Dollar Tree. I'm always using these for different projects. So I only used 1 pack and then 1 string out of another because I wanted 4 strings and they come in a pack of 3. And then I had some eye hooks on hand. So, and I'm going to use 4 of those. So I sanded down front and back real good and the spokes as much as I could. I wasn't trying to get it totally back to the wood because I'm painting it that yellow so it's going to cover up, but I want to just sand it. Then I wiped it down with my little Lysol white thingies, and I got that clean. I'm gonna put the eye hooks on before I paint it because I wanted to paint those as well. I don't know how well that paint's gonna hold up on that steel, that metal, whatever those eye hooks are, but I wanted to paint them as well, just so they didn't stick out as much. So I'm gonna screw those in there and just place them across from each other. The first 2 went in really good. And then the other 2, I actually ended up using a drill bit and doing a pilot hole for those, and use the trick of using your screwdriver to finish getting those screwed all the way in. That gets those tight in there. So 2 coats of the paint, and then we're gonna do our lights on there. Now my lights, I had these on hand, but I did get these from Dollar General, and I think they were $5. Now be sure to check out your local Dollar Generals. They're everywhere here in the Southeast. I'm not sure where you're at or and where, but they're everywhere here. So because they have a lot of nice lights and outdoor things for different seasons of the year at great prices. Oh, and I did have an S hook just because I'm going to gather all of those different strands together. I didn't like the little S hook that comes with those Dollar Tree packs. I just wanted something a little more sturdy to hang it with. So I'm just going to put those on there. Then I'm going to take those Dollar General lights, and I had to figure out, I've got 12 openings, I've got 10 lights, so I just kind of spaced the spare openings across from each other. And I took zip ties and I clipped those down about halfway through the spoke. So make sure they're hanging on the opposite side. Your lights are hanging down on the opposite side from where your little hangers are hanging. That way your lights hang down. Now, because these have been in this pack for so long, the wires are still a little cuckoo on them and they didn't want to straighten out, but every time it will straighten out. And y'all, this turned out absolutely gorgeous. I love this project. So if you can find your wagon wheel, you know what to do with it. That's great outdoor lighting. this is like the basket that those coconut liners, I think that's what they call them, go in for you to plant your plants. This is a little bit larger what they have at Dollar Tree. I got this at the Goodwill store as well. I am going to reuse those little chinks that come with it, but I'm going to put those on the smaller side. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a little bit. And then I had some solar lights I'd gotten off Amazon. It was a 2-pack. I'm not sure how much they were, but they weren't very high. And you can find little solar fairy lights or whatever you want to call those. These are real long and they're colorful, and you can set them for different modes. So they'll do all kind of flashing sequences and whatever. And then I had some Spanish moss on hand. Now you can get Spanish moss from Dollar Tree. I got mine from Hobby Lobby just because I had it using it for other projects, so I had that on hand. You're going to use some floral wire as well. Make sure you get some that's fairly thin so that you can twist it. I just kind of wove it in and out of the little spokes. I'm just going to call them spokes. And I did 3 rows of those, and then I actually took the wire and went from the top to the bottom through each. What you want to do is just make a good base so that you can hot glue the Spanish moss on, because you want to cover this real good with your Spanish moss. Okay, and then when you get through gluing your Spanish moss down, you're just going to take those little fairy lights. I wanted them mostly on the outside of this little chandelier light. I just took my finger and poked them through, and then actually in the end, because it's so lengthy that I had to tuck them up inside of it too. So I had to wait a day, of course, get some good sunlight. I just hung it up over my little bistro table in the backyard to show you guys. But this is so pretty. And of course, the more light, we've been having some cloudy days, but the more sunlight you have, the brighter these lights are going to get. And they last for a long time. So if you're looking for some nice little fairy light solar lights, I would recommend Amazon. The, I have had some in my front yard. I think 2 years now. It's the same strand, so they're great. They are bright. The ones in the front yard when it's nice sunny days that night, they'll be still going at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning sometimes. So anyhow, so this is your light, and then when you that little solar panel, I just took some more floral wire and wound that around that little top opening there. So you see the little 1 bar. So I just kind of made 2 bars with my floral wire, and then there was some excess between the panel box and the lights. You know, if you was going to put it somewhere else, you might need some excess wiring there. So I just kind of clip that together with some more wire, and then just fasten that as close as I could to that little solar panel. So, but y'all, this is so adorable. And I didn't mean to, but I have. I've left it out in the wind and the rain, and it is still holding up. But I would recommend, if you're going to get a heavy wind or hard rain, I really would recommend to take it down and put it on your covered porch, or just bring it inside or whatever. But for your garden parties, your barbecues, your entertaining for the summer season, everyone's going to love this little light. So Okay, our last project. I picked up this y'all, can y'all believe these were in style one time? Anyhow, I picked this up from my local Habitat. It's in pretty rough shape, but I didn't sand it or anything. I just kind of cleaned it up, and I'm going to paint it with this. It's called a gray color Rust-Oleum, but I'm not sure. It's kind of between a kind of bronzy color and maybe a gray. It's got like a gray, but anyhow, I'm going to take off this chain because I need something longer. And again, I'm going to use those Dollar Tree chains. So I bought 3 packs, so I'm only going to use two. Um, I, I didn't feel like one would be sturdy enough to hold it. That is a glass little bulb vase area there. So I'm going to tape that off and then I'm gonna spray paint everything 2 coats. Leave the little socket things in there too. Just want to make sure you take out the wires as much as you can. Leave the little sockets in there. That's what you're gonna use for your little outdoor solar lights. And I just picked my solar lights up from Dollar. So you take your top off, and I use a little bit of glue foam in the bottom of the sockets, just kind of for a base. I thought maybe the lights would sit in there, but they didn't. They just wanted to move around. Now, if you were going to take this down and have it protected and just bring it out whenever you had something other going on where you wanted to show it off, it would probably be fine. But I did take some E6000 and put that around those little rims of those sockets and around the rim of the solar. So I just kind of glued that down there. There's Smokey. I didn't even know Smokey got in the video. Bless his little heart. He's so sweet. Anyhow, and these are gorgeous. I've made one years ago. I've got in my backyard. I think this one may go in my little antique booth that I've got with my brother. But these are so pretty, and they're a conversation starter, but they're well appreciated. They provide you just some ambient, maybe even some romantic lighting. But anyhow, I hope you guys enjoy these projects. Let me know which is your favorite, and please try them. That's why I want to inspire you to create, and I want to get inspiration back from you guys as well. I love to create on a budget, so these are all very budget friendly. Thank you guys.